What's up, y'all? Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe button. We about to do some story time while I do makeup, okay? So I'm just gonna be doing a basic look. It's gonna be a smoke with me, so you guys better be lighting up, smoking up, okay? So I just woke up, got out of the shower, no primer, no nothing. So I'm just barefaced today, and I'm just gonna do a basic, simple look because I'm not wearing anything fancy, and I don't feel like it. Now, I'm gonna answer some questions before I light up. I'm gonna answer some questions as this shit sits on my face. Someone asked me why I wasn't doing any readings on this channel. I had posted it about a year ago, actually. You can go look. I'll try not to be too rude about this, but I want to make this channel whatever I want to make it, okay? So I'm always going to be incorporating tarot cards, what I'm doing behind the scenes. Let me go get my tea real quick. So I'm always going to be incorporating tarot no matter what it is that I do, because I am a spiritualist or a light worker, shaman, whatever the fuck you want to call it. All I know is, bitch, I know the lower levels and the higher levels, and I'm on in between, okay? That's mediumship. But to answer the question, I will be posting some videos on this channel. I was not getting monetization on this channel. That's why. And I don't be doing shit for free, and I hope that my subscribers don't be doing that shit either. Okay, so I just made it a vlog, basically my channel, Laurel Banks. And I was also tired of getting striked, copywritten, striked. Also, the monetization was a really big deal for me. And plus, sometimes it's just time to elevate. You know, you start out doing one thing, you might end up doing something greater. But I still do tarot. So, you know, make sure you guys reach out if you need to get personal readings. I would prefer to do personals on, you know, versus putting myself out there and not getting paid to do it. So I hope that clears that up. And not only on top of that, I wanted to start something new in my life, because the last reason, well, not the last reason, but the last person that I was with, it was showing a lot of my life with that person, and I wanted something new, pretty much. So I hope that clears a lot of that up. But I will be posting other content, and I will also be posting some readings on this channel, so don't be shocked and don't be surprised. What gets to me is that, you know, I keep it real. Like on this channel, I have over like 12,000 something subscribers. The other channel, I'm already at 15, and I was getting more views. I wasn't getting any views on this channel. And sometimes as a content creator, you have to start your channel over. You have to start, you know, a different new channel in order to open up those airwaves and those waves. And that's exactly what happened. I started a new channel and it took off. I started the tarot scoping. I got literally 15,000 views on one video. And that was very discouraging, but it was also motivating all at the same time. So, story time, baby. Let me put this out. All right. So, where is my foundation? There it is. Okay, so y'all know I really don't wear foundation because it breaks my skin out. Oklahoma's too fucking hot. I think it's getting ready to rain today, but I only use it to help the coverage of the concealer, and also to blend as well too. So it is what it is. All right, here we go. So, story time. I thought about this story as I was driving earlier. I think it was earlier in the week, maybe about a day or so ago, 2 days ago. And I was thinking about this. I have been through some trials and tribulations, and everybody has, okay, honey? But in this particular story, I was too stupid to even realize what was going on. So, you guys better be lighting up because this is going to be a juicy ass story. All right. I was literally, I did not know I was pregnant at the time with my son. And I was hanging out with his father. We met in college. And I was hanging out with his father. I did not know that I was pregnant at the time, but I did have London. And he had a son. So we were, you know, doing our thing. And I had to drive back and forth from the city to the reserve where he was living at. Well, he wasn't living at the reserve at that time, but we would go out there and it was basically the same area. So I don't know if you guys know about Oklahoma, but it is was made for the natives and native towns, and we still have reserves. Everybody live on the reserves still, on the res. And I was so in love, you guys. So I would drive back and forth from the city to the reserve, all the way to Concho, El Reno, from Langston, Oklahoma, which is where the college that we went to. And I would drive both us back and forth to the city. And also while I was going to school at the time. So I ended up driving to the reserve. Right? I went to go see him. And like I said, I did not know I was pregnant at the time, okay? I just knew that a girl was just trying to have fun. It was the summertime, and we were just having a grand old time. So I drive out there. It's a good, I want to say about an hour and a half coming from Langston. But if you're coming from the city, it's about 30, 45 minutes. The reserve is this particular reserve. And the reserve that he was staying, the res that he was on was it was the Cheyenne Arapaho native res. And I drove out there. So I knew that he was involved in like other activities and shit. But what I did not know was that they had people other gang members or other members or other, let's just say gang stalking and gang stalkers or whatever. I knew that he had, you know, he wasn't the best person, but I did not think that he had enemies. So we kept seeing each other, so I kept driving out there, and I just kept trying to figure out, like, bitch, why are you driving to go see this nigga? You know, like, I'm not about to be driving to go see nobody no hour and a half, and they're not even worth it. So I had to really come to terms with if I wanted to deal with that situation, or if you know, it was something that I wanted to fuck with. So I was staying with my dad at the time, and I drove back to the city. I wasn't feeling good in this particular time, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go back to the city. Everything is all good. So I get home, I go take, I had missed my menstrual cycle, so I go take a pregnancy test. That night, I left from the res and I went back to the city. I was not feeling good, so I just figured out, okay, we'll, you know, meet back up with each other or whatever. So I get back to the city, I get home, I went to Walgreens on my way home. I went and got a pregnancy test. I peed on the test and I found out I was pregnant. Okay. I didn't know what to say to that boy, because we were just casually dating. We were having fun. I mean, you know, all of his family members, I was meeting all his family members, we were having fun. So, take the pregnancy test, I call him, and he's like, well, why don't you come back? And I'm like, well, I'll come back, you know, I'm gonna get some food, whatever. So, I hop in the car, because I just wanted to prove to him that it was real and that I was pregnant. You know, so he could see for himself, and that it was a reason why I wasn't feeling that great. So I get to the res, I get out to the res. We weren't quite at the res. His mom, when she was alive, rest in peace to Pee Wee, when she was alive, her house was across the street right before you could enter into res life. Okay, so I get to her house, y'all. We just chilling, and his mom chilling, cousin chilling. We had been kicking it a lot. Okay, at this time, that's when I was smoking and drinking. I wasn't drinking as much, but I was smoking heavily. And we were out kicking it. I mean, that's just what it was. So I get out there to Concho, and not even to Concho, I got out there to El Reno. I stayed for about 30 minutes. I smoked a little bit, and I was like, I still don't feel good, you know what I'm saying? Something just wasn't right. I'm just sitting out on the porch, chilling, talking to his mom. An hour goes by, we're chilling. Okay, I'm thinking, should I go back to the city? I just got a weird, eerie feeling. Because I had already told him that I was pregnant, and the fact that I drove back out there just to show him proof of the pregnancy was irritating me. And I get on the porch, I'm just chilling with it, talking to his mom, and I told her, I'm like, I think I'm pregnant. She's like, oh, for real? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, well, that's not good. And I'm like, oh shit. Why is that not good? So she's like, don't worry about it. So I didn't say anything else about it. I just went on about my business. And all I could tell you was I went back inside, and the gut feeling that I had was real. I go inside. My car was parked behind. No, yeah, it was parked behind somebody that pulled up after me. And they pulled their car in after me. So I told them, hey, I'm probably getting ready to leave. You know, I think you might need to move your car because I'm getting ready to go. So I'm grabbing my keys. I'm telling my son's father bye, and that I would see him later. He was in the bathroom, and like I said, I wasn't feeling good, and I had gotten a very eerie feeling that I never ever get unless there's like serious trouble. So I'm walking outside, got my keys. There's the car that's behind me. I smelled something first when I got outside, and I'm just like, oh, what does this smell? It smells like gasoline. I was just thinking, you know, maybe it's the area or whatever in the air. No, honey. The cars that was behind me, its gas tank had a t-shirt in it and was set on fire as we were all inside of the house. I run in there and I'm like, I don't know whose car this is. I gotta get out of here. But there looks like there is something on fire, or someone has set something on fire. Child, somebody that came in their house, put a t-shirt in a motherfucker, and tried to blow those people the fuck up. Something was telling me not to go out there. Something was telling me just wait until tomorrow. He run off the toilet as I'm going in there, because I wasn't gonna touch that shit, bitch. We was just gonna blow the fuck up. That wasn't my doing. Okay, so he run outside in his drawers off the toilet and took that shit up out of there. Everybody came out of the house. Did not help him. They just looked at him like, what's going on? Right? So everything calmed down, but I'm like, oh hell no. Is this a sign? When I say that same day I found out I was pregnant before, like 3 hours before, that was a major sign. Come to find out, he's a Scorpio. I wasn't thinking nothing of that shit until the other day. And I had to sit back and think to myself like, damn, this must be that Scorpio tower that they always talking about, that death that they're always talking about. That's not the only Scorpio that I've had odd situations happen with like that. Honey, when I tell you that man, after that, I was like, oh no, something, I don't know if we can do this. I went back to my apartment. I was like, child, I think that I'm gonna have to, bow out on this one. Take a bow, for real. Cause that was some extra shit. Do you hear me? That was extra. Never expected that to happen. So I get back to the city. After I get up out of there, I didn't even want to ask no questions. Okay, they didn't even want to call the police. So I was like, oh, that's very telling. And since they didn't have to call the police, I asked him later, I said, what happened? And he was like, oh, it's probably them one dudes up the street that been trying to, he was like, don't worry about that. And I'm like, oh my God. He can't even tell me that I'm in danger. He wouldn't even be able to let me know if he was putting me in danger or his child. Granted, we were young, but the fact that he didn't even want to tell me the full story. So I had to ask his cousin what happened, what's this about? And she was like, oh, it's they in a gang, and you know, some of them dudes don't want them to live. And I'm like, oh. So I didn't first of all, jumped the gun, got pregnant by this man. And you mean to tell me that this man is gang affiliated? Now, granted, that was when I first met him. Now, he was not like that in college. It was all a front. It was all cap. His grandparents got him into that, which weren't even really his grandparents, got him into college. All because they were professors at Langston. And wasn't even his real grandparents, right? I thought I seen the signs, and I got knocked back, okay? I got knocked all the way back. And that was enough for me, okay? I knew I needed to either go file child support, honey, because that nigga wasn't gonna be around. Okay, after learning that was enough for me to know. And still to this day, I have not visited out there. I am traumatized by that situation just alone. So I'm gonna fix this middle part right here, the rest of this concealer, and then I'm going to try to show you guys the complete look. But that is a situation I had with a Scorpio, and I will tell you that that was a major life lesson that I will never want to be indebted to again. And when I smelled that fire burning, I knew immediately, like, there was some trouble around, but wasn't nobody gonna tell me what was going on. He didn't even want to tell me. He just gaslighted me and told me I'll be all right. I'm like, oh no, baby. We gonna have to do some negotiating around these parts. Okay. So I never want that to happen ever again. And I made sure of that. I never fuck with them again. Okay, I was pregnant. I did all that I needed to do by my motherfucking self. That shit was enough. Knowing that somebody wanted to take everybody's life that was in that house, and they gave no fucks. That's a no-no. So all I have to do is my eyebrows and lips and set. And then I am finished with this look. And my eyebrows only take me 2 little seconds. Okay. Alright guys, let me know what y'all think. Have you guys had any traumatic situations like that before that someone has put you in. And how has it been with Scorpios? Because they do simply bring a lot of changes. Okay, they could be good or bad. They bring a lot of changes in other people's lives, and every single Scorpio that I've met has forced a lesson learned to happen quickly. Straight up. Let me know what you all think in the comments down below. I'm gonna get on out of here. I'll show you guys the after look. It's just gonna be something simple. I never want that to happen again. Period. Point blank and period. And I know now why the ancestors stopped me from being in that relationship and that karmic energy. And lesson learned. Period. Dot. Okay. I love you guys all so much. I'll see you guys in the next video.